Welcome, dear friends. Here we are together again with another study here with our dear Spirit Emmanuel. In our Learning with Emmanuel series, we come together to study a few of the messages for some of the books of Emmanuel. We pick out parts of messages and we reflect upon how those messages can help us in our daily lives. The blessings of the teachings of Spiritism is that we can not only study but also apply the teachings to this lifetime so we can improve. Today, the message is titled Good Works, and it's by the Spirit Emmanuel. Of course, it's our Learning with Emmanuel series, and it is from the book Words of Life Eternal. Emmanuel starts this message with a Bible quote from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 16. And this passage says, quote, "Let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven," unquote. And Emmanuel comments on this passage, quote, "Let your light shine," unquote, said the Master. And many times we believe our duty is to seek the heights of the intellect. We sigh restlessly for the domination of the mind, right? How many of us are constantly thinking about the next degree, the education, the intellects, the heights of intellect? Like going to universities, institutions, how many plan their whole academic careers, and how many parents prepare lovingly the to-do list for the children so that they can get in good colleges. And here Emmanuel was explained to us that it is our duty not only to care for the intellect, like intelligence and knowledge are very important, but what else is important? Good works. And he will continue. Yet Christ was clear and simple in his teachings. Quote, "Let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven," unquote. So here's is re-quoting the Bible quote. How do we let our light shine in everyday life? How is your light right now, friends, shining? Today we are gaining intellect. We're gaining knowledge of this passage, of this message, an explanation by Emmanuel. So how are we lighting the path around us, letting our light shine? When we shine brightly, we lighten ourselves and others. Remember, these books, psychographed by Francisco Candido Xavier, his light shone all over through his works, his humility, his way of being, and showing to us that he sacrificed so much so that we can be together. So in the month of November, when this is going to first air, we are grateful for his work. And Emmanuel will say that we shine our light not merely through intellectual culture, not only through correct phrasing or eloquent speech, not only through efficient interpretation of the divine laws, not merely through refined and moving prayers of the lips, not only through beautiful words and radiant promises. So he's quoting back to us things that you and I do in everyday lives, right? We look for intellect, for culture, for correct phrasing. How can I say the right words? Eloquent speeches. How many are there with eloquent speeches convincing others to do things that are not in the best interest of those others? Not merely for refining moving prayers of the lip. We have to have coherence. Moving and refining prayers are beautiful, but it has to come with the basis, which is good work. He says, Emmanuel continues, "It is undeniable that we cannot neglect education of the mind, since every school on all planes is a sublime work with which we must honor the Lord." So friends, in a culture that is not currently celebrating expertise. Which, what is expertise? What is to be an expert? It is the education of the mind. It's someone who dedicate their time to learn something, to be an expert. Your physician is an expert. The teacher is an expert. The artist is an expert. So we need to listen to the experts, because you and I alone cannot know everything, because we're not superior spirits like Jesus. So we listen to the physician for medication and disease management. We listen to the pharmacist about the medicines we take. We listen to the nurses for care. We listen to the teachers for education, right? So the experts. So he says we cannot neglect the education of the mind. Knowing is important, studying is important. So he gives us another nugget. Since every school on all planes, so there are schools in the spiritual realm. And those schools there and those here, who the ones here that reflect the ones in the spiritual realm, are sublime works with which we must honor the Lord. So nobody came to the earth, or nobody incarnates or reincarnates anywhere else in the universe that is not to learn. And learning can be through the mind, and learning can be through experiences. So we do not neglect. We are here to study. We're not here on vacation. We're here to study. Now he's going to say how we need to, because I'm going to pass a paragraph that is really long. I'm going to summarize. He says, Jesus invited us to the constant practice of good work. Not only the heart has the power to touch another heart, but we can also flourish as we perfect our feelings. We nourish our spiritual flame within us. So the inside of each one of us is a flame. Remember in the Spirit's book that the Spirits tell us that each spirit has the color of ruby. Some shine bright, some shine less bright, some are more muted, right? As we nourish the spiritual flame through good works. And the good works, what's good works? Charity, physical charity, spiritual charity, emotional charity. Now he's going to give us the homework. We serve the Lord. We shine our light with love. We shall inspire love. With humility, we shall generate humility. With peace within, we shall help build the peace of others. With our patience, we shall edify the patience of our neighbor. With charity in our step, we shall sow charity in the steps of those around us. With our faith, we shall sustain the faith that surrounds us. So how do we shine our light? With love, with humility, being humble, with peace inside of us, with pacify our thoughts, our feelings, being patient, promoting charity so we can help others be charitable, and with faith, sustaining the faith around us. All of those things will build our light and will shine in the world. We're not so good that we don't need anybody else to learn from. My talents are not your talents, and vice versa. There might be some overlap, but most likely there are 8 billion of us, each and every one of us with our light inside of us. Some shine bright like Chico Xavier, others shine less bright like us. So today we're invited to build those spiritual gifts as we approach the holiday season and then goal making season. We ask ourselves, what are the spiritual gifts that we are going to build the next year? Love, humility, peace within, patience, charity, and faith. Those that are the spiritual things I want to work on, maybe one at a time in this lifetime, but many lifetimes. How do you see yourself in 200 years? How do you see yourself in 500 years? Because this existence will pass. Some of us will stay longer, some of us will return to the spiritual realm sooner, but life goes on. Your existence as whatever you are today, whatever physical manifestation of your spirit, partial, right? Whatever physical bodies we carry, the diplomas we carry, that doesn't go, but the good works will go with us. You will bring love with you to the spiritual realm. You bring humility. You bring peace. You bring patience. You bring faith. You don't bring your diplomas. You don't bring your cars. You don't bring anything, not even our loved ones with us. So when we think of ourselves as agents of the good in the world, we are helping society to build. But it's the peaceful society you and I want starts with all of us together. So today we want to enter the path of good works and do the good, visualize the good, feel the good, and mold the good with all the resources that are at hand. For in Life by Emmanuel, chapter 10. So, dear friends, you are invited today to the good works. Do the good work so the light inside of you can shine brighter, and the brighter you shine, more light you bring to all the beings around you. God willing, I'll be back with you another time with another study of one of the books of Emmanuel on our Learning with Emmanuel series. Join our community. Share, like, subscribe. Make sure others can access these teachings. Leave your comments, leave your messages. We're here to help you. Take care. Bye bye.